Hey, what's up? This is Will Rodriguez here. I'm at the bookstore. I'm at Barnes& and Nobles actually. Just prompted me to do a short video here because I was just thinking, man, it's a lot of things that contributed to my success and my constant diligence in this home-based business. Um, but I wanted to give y'all like my top five uh, books and or uh, people that actually contributed to these things. Um, First one, off the back, I could think of, yeah, Napoleon Hill, gotta be Napoleon Hill. That's the one that wrote Think and Grow Rich. Now, obviously, that book Think and Grow Rich was written back in 1935, and like, I mean, anybody that's successful, anybody, if you just look at anybody that's successful, and you say, all right, oh, I know it, that's right here. You say, all right, how's he living or she living? If you look and you study the way they live in the principles that are laid out in that book. Point blank, period. Like, read that book or study that book because at the end of the day, that book has to be studied. There's no way you could just read it. You got to really study that book. Study it, and guarantee you, if you study someone who's successful, you'll see that they living that out. All right. Point blank, period. But number two, gotta say Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki was one of the first. His book was the first book I even read on just finances and money and success and really personal development because what he went through as far as his challenge or his life story and that book was inspiring for me to want to say wow, it's definitely amazing and definitely played a part in me shifting my mindset over to a quadrant of that of a business owner. Well, a legitimate business owner. But yeah. So I mean, number three, I gotta say, this is probably one of the only ones out of the five that I actually know personally, and that's Mr. Tony Fleming, um, who's my mentor in a network marketing company that I'm actually in, and he holds these phone calls, these conference calls every morning that I'm on 7 o'clock in the morning that keeps me sharp in that aspect. One of the most diligent and the most consistent leaders I've ever been privileged to know personally, and among the best, period. Um, so definitely Mr. Tony Fleming. Four, got to go with Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie, he wrote the book How to Influence. Matter of fact, it's right here. How to win friends and influence people. And I mean, shoot, he the one to tell you about not complaining, not condemning. You know what I'm saying? When you're writing your blog, when you're doing business, when you're dealing with people, when you do anything you're doing in life, you gotta maneuver in certain ways. You gotta be sure not to do certain things, not to try to manipulate, not to try to get over on people, not this, not to, like I said, complain, not to condemn. There's so many principles in that book that he talks about and stresses, man. I mean, how can you go wrong with that? You know? Mr. Dale Carnegie. And then my last man, which is the reason why I'm in here now, the last person I want to highlight is Mr. Tim Ferriss. Yeah, Tim Ferriss, he wrote a book called The 4 Hour Work Week. And I'm actually in here looking for the updated version now. Uh, man, when you talk about vision, you know what I'm saying? He opened my mind up to that's not it. He opened my mind up to just the whole aspect of traveling abroad, the whole concept of traveling abroad and living there. You know what I'm saying? Living anywhere you want to live at any time. You know, having a business that's able to sustain that, a lifestyle that's able to, you know, condone that, that's able to sustain that. Like, looks like it's not here. But just like how to do it, when to do it, where to do it, what to do when you get where you're going, you know, what to do inexpensively when you get where you're going at that. Just, man, he laid it all out. He wrote that book, I believe, in 2007. I think it was 2007 the first time he wrote it. And then he wrote it again. He wrote it again in 2009. I believe that was the first edition I got my hands on. And then now, you know, there's actually another edition out. I'm hearing it was updated in 2011. And, you know, can't wait to get my hands on it, even though, I mean, everything, the principles and the foundation is the same throughout, you know, both the first books. So, you know, probably just going to be a couple of additions to maybe some resources on what to do when you get to Peru or something. You know what I mean? Like something crazy like that. But at the end of the day, man, it's laid out. It's laid out in there. So that's my top 5 right there, guys. I'm going to keep this short. Just wanted to do this video real quick. You know, I'm actually in the not the library, in the Barnes and Noble now. And but you know, that's what we do here at the Prosperity Team, man. We develop ourselves. You know, this team is just amazing. You know, we help others develop themselves. You know, they call this this niche. A lot of companies in this niche, the ones that are doing good, they call them leadership factories, depending on which one you're involved in. If it's actually a good opportunity, like Empower Network. It's a leadership factory. It's what we do. We build leaders, all right? So yeah, man. If you are interested in getting involved with the leadership of actually the Prosperity Team, you might want to go ahead and click that link below. You know, see what it is we have to offer. We're definitely open community, tight-knit community, but open on to any entrepreneur individuals that don't mind putting some work in and working for the things that they want in life. So with that being said, I'm signing out. Oh, heck, here's the book right here. Okay. All right, guys. Peace and blessings.